Hi, we're back for another day of math maintenance. Today we are talking decimals and adding and subtracting decimal values. So when we want to add decimals, we add them exactly like we would add any other numbers. So all you need to keep track of is that the decimal point is going to stay in the same spot. So when I'm adding to the right of the decimal, the numbers are going to the right of the decimal. When I'm adding to the left of the decimal, the numbers are going to the left of the decimal point. I'm going to start all the way on the right side, just like I normally would, adding whatever the lowest place value is. So tenths, hundredths in this case, I'm going to add the hundredths first. 4 hundredths plus 6 hundredths equals 10 hundredths. So I'm going to put down the 0, and then the 1 rolls over to the next column. 1 tenth plus 3 tenths is 4 tenths, plus 2 tenths is 6 tenths. Jumping to the left of the decimal point, jumping to the left of the decimal point, 8 plus 3 is 11. Pretty straightforward, like any addition that you've been doing. You're going to just make sure that you're keeping things in the columns that they belong, keeping your work nice and neat. If you start mixing up your columns, it's going to become very difficult to make sure that you're getting things in the right spot, right, in that right place value. Again here, decimal points are going to stay in the same spot. 8 plus 2 is 10, so I put down the 0. I carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 7 is 17. I put down the 7. The 1 rolls to the left of the decimal point. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4. One more to try. Now this one's kind of in the light spot here, so it might be a little bit difficult to see. It's 3.28 plus 7.11. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 plus 1 is 3. Don't forget the decimal. 3 plus 7 is 10. I put down the 0, and I move the 1 right next door. So again, adding decimals, fairly straightforward, just like adding numbers. Subtracting decimals is the same thing. It's going to be very similar to how you would subtract other numbers, making sure that you're keeping those columns nice and straight. So here we have 22.9 and 3.26. What we need to remember is if we are missing something in our upper or lower number, there's a 0 in that spot. So we don't just get to transfer the 6 down below. We still need to do 0 minus 6. I can't do that, so I'm going to borrow from the 9 and make it an 8. Now I have 10 minus 6, which is 4. 8 minus 2, which is 6. Transfer down the decimal point. 2 minus 3 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow from next door, make that a 1. Now I have 12 minus 3 is 9. 1 minus, remember we have nothing here, so it's like there's a 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. On my next problem, same thing. I have 0.6 and 0.31. 0.6 is like 0.60. I don't just transfer down the 1, I still have to do my subtraction. So 0 minus 1 I can't do. So I'm going to turn the 6 into a 5. Take 10 of those and move them next door. So now I have 10 minus 1 is 9. 5 minus 3 is 2. Don't forget the decimal point. 0 minus 0 would just be 0. Let's try one more. I have 20.99 minus 6.18. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. Don't forget the decimal. 0 minus 6 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow from the 20, make it a 10. Now I have 10 here. 10 minus 6 is 4. 1 minus 0 is 1. Today for your practices, you have a game on a website to practice adding decimals together. And so it'll ask you to grab different bones to make a target number. So you're playing against other people. In your packet, you have decimal bingo. So you're going to solve the problems at the bottom and cross them off on your board until you get a bingo. On number 10, just be careful because there's addition and subtraction mixed together. Your digital activity today is to figure out your name's value in gold. And so on a Google Drawing, there's kind of a chart that says a randomly made up value for each letter of the alphabet. You'll fill in your name, what the values of the different letters are, and then add them up to see what the value of your name in gold would be. There's an example on there that I did with my name. Good luck with adding and subtracting your decimals.